Hi, class. In this lecture here, we're going to move into chapter 2, talking about number contemplation. And so what's going on in this chapter? All right. So first off, it's all about numbers. So in this chapter, we explore the notion of a number. So just as numbers play a fundamental role in our daily lives, they also play a fundamental role within the realm of mathematics, obviously, right? So we will come to see the richness of these numbers and delve into some of their surprising traits. And this chapter is a lot of fun because it turns out there's some really cool, interesting concepts and patterns with numbers. All right. So some collections of numbers fit so well together that they actually lead to notions of aesthetics and beauty, whereas numbers are so important that they can be viewed as basic building blocks. And so relationships among numbers turn out to have powerful implications in our modern world. For example, within the context of secret codes and the internet, and like exploring these numbers, we know lead us to discover whole new worlds of numbers beyond our everyday understanding. And so, what we're going to do in this chapter is just look at three sections. Okay, so section 2.1 is about counting, and the main concept in here is something called the pigeonhole principle. And in this concept, this pigeonhole principle allows us to prove a lot of like really interesting, fun questions, and we'll unfortunately do a little bit of a morbid example with this in my lecture here, but it'll still be interesting. Section 2.2 is numerical patterns in nature. And we're going to talk about something called Fibonacci numbers, Fibonacci sequence, and Fibonacci neighbors. That's a good section. And then section 2.3 is called prime numbers, or prime cuts of numbers, is play on words there. But we'll talk about prime numbers and how you can express numbers, natural numbers that are not prime numbers, as the products of prime numbers. Anyways, this was just a quick introduction of what we'll talk about in this chapter, and I'll jump into it with some short video lectures on each of these sections.